So this is going to be my last Friday and Saturday night playing down here, and I've already made videos about this before. I'm going to answer it again. The reason I'm going to put a stop to it is because just look around you. I am in the center of the city. I'm right behind Arnold's Bar and Grill, the oldest bar in the city. All of these buildings around me are newly developed. They came out in 2016. I'm like right in the center of the business district. This is where all the foot traffic used to come passing through all the time years ago. Like even over here, people were passing through to the newer areas. People were passing through to Fountain Square. Residents would be passing through with their dogs and couples. People coming in and out of those apartments over there. Like years ago until recently, this used to be like a bypass area, especially further down. Like foot traffic down there is still good, but most of that foot traffic's from like the musical theater and Jeff Ruby's and all that stuff. But like all around the city, no matter where you go, used to have a high amount of foot traffic everywhere. But now that's really not a thing anymore. And that's because nobody's got any money and nobody's got any time. Like for me, the reason I'm putting a stop to playing besides not making money is because, well, I'm looking for a job, and when I get a job, I'll likely be working Friday and Saturdays, which is the day everybody has time, money to buy the stuff for the jobs I'm working for. Plus, they want $15 of parking for this little bit of value. Like back in the day, it was always $5 cash to park here, average till 4 a.m. If it was a busy night or higher in demand, it would be $10. But for a New Year's like it was in 2016, it was $15. And that was back when this place was bustling and full of people who were circling for parking like in downtown San Francisco and New York. But look today, like last time I made a video, it was $20 to park here and it was empty like this. And I don't know if it's inflation or if the city's turning blue like California. I don't know, but either way, you're not gonna pay that much for that little bit of value. Before I grab my guitars and go play at the spot I have been since 2016, I'm gonna show you a footage of walking through there and how the foot traffic looks now and do a recap of what it used to look like as I walk. So here we go. Here's a fine example of what it used to look like with all the people you see standing outside, the people walking their couple and dogs. This is about a glimpse of what it used to look like, except there was twice as many. So all these years, I remember this bar where I'm pointing my finger at used to be bustling, full of people, where there would be people standing outside having beers. That was where I actually go in and out of to use the bathroom back in my drunk adventures in 2015. Even in 2019, that area was jumping, but after the pandemic, they were getting really strict about social distancing, wearing your mask, and remain in your seats or else you're gonna get a badass virus and you're gonna die. And that's how strict they were with it. After that, they've been losing a lot of foot traffic. So here I'm about to put my pedals up and play, and I already explained this on my last video and I'll say it again. Out of all the people I deal with here, the ones that annoy me the most are the women. The reason the women annoy me the most, just like I explained before, is every second I play the guitar, I value it, and it's the most important thing to me. So if you're gonna interrupt my guitar time, it better be important. And every time they interrupt my guitar time or want my attention, they get like right up on me, they start shaking their ass in front of me, they'll start getting undressed, they'll start looking like they're trying to fuck me in public, or taking pictures of me while sitting next to me with their asses showing or showing out their tits. And I don't get any cash, I don't get a number, and they don't go any further. So to me, it's like, okay, if you're not gonna give me any cash, you're not gonna give me your number, you're not gonna give me some fun time in my car or at your place if you live down the street, then just leave me alone. Like, you're wasting my time. I can't really record every second of everything that goes on, but these girls here, I just played Blink-182, it's my age, and the second you play it, for some reason, white girls come up here like a magnet and dance and sing the song as you play, which was really entertaining back in the day because, you know, that's just what people like to do, you know, they like to dance around and sing. I mean, that's what I'm here for, you know? But like, if you're gonna start grinding on my ass and stripping and not give me cash or a number or anything like that, that's kind of where I get irritated. Now the dancing and singing along, that's what I'm here for, you know? We're all here to have a good time, not waste my time. Kidding when I said it was attention for white girls, was I? You know, I usually like to play my own thing, you know? About my playing because we're all like kind of out of it here and just want to escape from reality, but I like to play my own thing. Some people like just earlier recording me while playing, which I had to keep the rhythm going. Sometimes I just like to go random my guitar because that's how it is these nightclubs. They play a song for 10 seconds and they play the next one, except they have an annoying ass beat over it where you can hear it from here. But for the most part, I like to play my own thing. If I see a group of like specific people that I know will like this type of music, I'll play it. And that's how sometimes I get good money in my case, or just to get attention that matter. But for the most part, I like to ignore everybody and play my own thing. Look at this. Cops on fucking bicycles now, dude. Literally, I think there are 6 of them. Like, out of all my years, never have I ever seen that. America is starting to look like Mexico. It is 20 minutes after 1 a.m. and this is the foot traffic over here. Like, just look how empty it is. Like, I remember 5 years ago, shit, even like 3 years ago after 2021, this whole area used to be booming and full of people. Like, they used to all stand right here having their drinks. They all stand right there having their smoke. Like, this place, I remember in 2015, used to be bustling and jumping, and I remember I would go in there and sneak in. So it is 20 minutes after 1 a.m. and this is the foot traffic you see out here. Like, it's just soul crushing, depressing, and empty. Like, I remember a few years ago, back in 2021 and before that, this area I'm standing at used to be full of people standing here having drinks, some people having smokes. I remember I used to sneak in here and run to the bathroom and have a piss real quick. And overall, like, I mean, people standing right here. People were all walking here. This area I play at all the time, like, used to be double the foot traffic, and it just seems like it's empty now. But back in the day, like, the vibe of this area was just jumping and booming, but now it just feels empty and lonely and sad. Just even the vibe of this area has changed over the years. Like, you may not be able to see it, but you could definitely feel it. So now I'm walking back to my car and holy shit, it is 1:45 a.m. and my God, this area is so empty. It's unbelievable. It's just so quiet. I remember like 5 years ago, this area was still bustling and full of people walking by, like, even at this hour on a Friday night. Like, it's just crazy of how fast this city is shrinking. All right, now we have moved on to Saturday, and this is going to be my last night playing here. And I decided to bring in my suit and tie, just like the classics. It makes me feel like I'm 24 again, but putting the suit on, I quickly realized I'm not 24 anymore. I swear I'm either getting fat or I'm building mass or upper muscle. I don't know. But I know my belly fat is bulging out when I put the suit up. But that's out of the question. But anyway, so it's a Saturday night. It is a ghost town all around here, but the parking here is full. But I think it's because there's like a musical event going on down the street, which is almost all the time. But like I said in my previous videos, man, this passing area I go through, no people. I haven't seen these in years, and it actually reminded me to record this part. We used to have a beer wagon, which was this all the time in 2015, where all the people gather around here and have beers while they get a tour of the city and the history of it. But over the years, I don't see those too much anymore. This is my first time seeing them in quite some time. This is what the foot traffic used to look like on Saturdays. The group of traffic that you see on my left here was what it would look like on every corner of the street, but except double on every sidewalk at every corner of the direction. I originally played guitar in my jeans and t-shirt, but people were kind of treating me like I was homeless, like feeling sorry for me and shit, or just not really respecting me. So I decided to change it up by coming in a suit and tie, and everything was different. Like, for some reason, when you're in a suit and tie, everybody throws dollar bills at you, like as if it's at a strip club. And I come home with like $130 cash, and San Diego was $180. Like, for some reason, a suit and tie changes everything. That's my first time ever seeing those ugly ass cars that I see on social media all the time, known as the cyber car trucks. I swear to God, those things are ugly. It's like a hexagon car. Makes me sad that it's gonna be my last night here, because the guy who sees me every Saturday night says he loves hearing the music that I play and the vibe. And it's unfortunate that it's going to be my last night here. I used to love playing down here on Friday and Saturday nights. I used to love having the cash in the case. I used to love the people enjoying my music. I just love bringing good vibes and energy. But it's just a shame that I have to stop now, because it's just shrinking. As I'm about to head home, I'm just looking back at how this place was in my early 20s and how much fun, innovative, and cool this city was, and all the adventures I had, and playing right next to the Jabs with the bouncer next to me, just chit-chatting, having a good time, hanging out in the back by the bathroom, just taking a break and talking about our music and life and all that stuff. And it blows my mind how that was 6 years ago, and the times I hung out here when I was 24 was 8 years ago. But with how fast everything's changed, it makes me feel like a grandpa. And even though change is good, like, everything was changing back then. It was changing very, very fast, but it was changing in a positive way. But now it's just changing in a negative way, and it's just going spiral. And whenever I talk about this topic, it makes me feel like a grandpa. Over the past few years, what I discovered is all these trends and articles I see of bars and restaurants in the Cincinnati area closing, struggling to stay in business, or dying left and right, and locals telling me that people are leaving the city in droves because of the riots, protesting, and looting we had 4 years ago, is not just trends on social media and locals talking. It's real.